So, what I'm going to do today, for the benefit of those who have not availed themselves of this little piece of literature. It reads, all praise is due to God, the Lord of the universe, the beneficent, the merciful, the Lord of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, and you alone we turn for help, and to you alone we turn for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not of those who have incurred your wrath, nor of those who have gone astray. Now, if a person has any spirit in them at all, they're going to find no offense with these lines. Okay, let's take another paragraph or so. This is that's the opening. That's paragraph 1. Pretty simple. Paragraph 2. And we'll read part of paragraph 2. I can keep you all day here. A heifer. It's a cow. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Elif Lam Mim. It's a saying at the beginning of many, if not all, of the paragraphs in the Quran. Anyway, this is the book. There is no doubt in it. It is a guide for those who are mindful of God, who believe in the unseen, and are steadfast in prayer, and spend out of what we have provided them with, those who believe in the revelation sent down to you and what was sent before you, and firmly believe in the life to come. They are the people who are rightly following their Lord, and it is they who shall be successful. Now, this is true. This is very true. All of those musicians that you may have listened to on this YouTube channel fall into this category. Playing music is to worship the truth of your own intuition. And any form of worship that's additive to yourself and to others is an avenue to God. And let's go on here. I mean, there's no lie here so far. As for those who are bent on denying the truth, it makes no difference to them whether you warn them or not. They will not believe. God has sealed their hearts and their ears. Over their eyes there is a covering. They will have a terrible punishment. Now, it's punishment enough to stumble through life blind, is it not? Can we say that? What more can you add? What would you want to add to that? There are some who say we believe in God in the last day, yet they are not believers. They seek to deceive God and the believers, but they only deceive themselves, though they do not realize it. In their hearts, is a disease which God has increased. Allow them to increase. Their heart's content. They will have a painful punishment because they have been lying. When they are told, do not cause corruption in the land, they say, we are only promoters of peace. But it is they who are really causing corruption, though they do not realize it. Now you got to remember this. This is instructing Muslims that people are fucking up all around you. But you got to grant them some slack because they don't see it. It's a condition of the first tenets of this religion. You have to have space in your heart for your fellows, no matter how crazed they are. And believe me, you keep watching these tapes, and you're going to see how desperately crazed man can become. But truth would not be a crazed thing. Can we say this? Can we get some agreement here? Like, I don't want to be giving my belief to just any old Tom, Dick, or Harry, right? I mean, I don't want to get sucked into nothing, basically. And so far, nobody's tried to suck me into nothing with this. But we're just at the beginning, right? You gotta read the whole book. You can't judge it by the cover of the first few paragraphs. That's true. I write books, and I know you really can't tell what's in a book until the last period is done. That's when you've read a book. So we haven't read this book yet, but so far, it hasn't bullshitted me at all. And this blindness that they're talking about is in full and right display today. Don't hear too much about the Gulf of Mexico no more, do you, on the news and stuff? Just kind of dithered off into nothingness. Can you imagine any being stupid enough to poke some hole in the middle of the fucking ocean on the off chance that he might be able to get some oil out of there? Not sure if there's any there or not, but give it a good jigger and see what happens. It should be no secret to an oil executive that when you poke a hole in an oil well, there's oil spilt. Bursts up generally, but that's when you're poking from the top down. When you're poking from the bottom up, you can get a whole other order of business going on. Particularly if you're poking into the bottom of a chain of pockets of oil wells that are reserved for future generations. That in our colossal stupidity, we've got this goddamn hole in of any ocean of the world is a significant body of water. And polluted it to death. $20 billion is what that's worth. To the tough guys and intellectuals that you got graduating from your economics and business administration schools are decided. There's no criminal charges pending, of course. I mean, people who are that stupid can't be held responsible for anything. But how can they be then held? How can they run an organization with shareholders if they're that stupid? They can't be held responsible for any of the idiocy they prevaricate on a planet that does not currently belong to them. I think they forget this. Anyway, let's get on with the Quran. We're reading the Quran here. We're not talking about BP oil, right? All right. But can we say it's safe to say that we got some stupidity here on this planet today? We got some stupid shit happening. And people got no clue what they're doing and no investment in having a clue in what they're doing either. Because I fuck up, it costs me nothing. I get my bonus, my paycheck, my little yachty poo, and I don't even have to say I'm sorry. I can just run and hide behind the corporate veil and call myself erudite and get a few hand jobs and pats in the back while I'm at it. But I'm interrupting myself here. But is it safe to say that there's not a lot of brilliance being displayed here currently? Let me say that. So this book's still not lying to me. Right. Okay, so do not cause corruption. Okay, we've been through that. Okay, where are we now? Okay. They do not realize it. Okay, that's what we're. So when they meet those who believe, they say we believe, but when they are alone with their evil leaders, they say, we are really with you, we were only mocking. God will requite them for their mockery and draw them on for a while to wander blindly in their insolence. Such are those who have taken misguidance in exchange for guidance, but their bargain does not profit them, nor have they found true guidance. Can we say that? I mean, are the executive group at BP Oil sleeping better tonight than they did last night? Let's see. They are like those who kindled a fire, and when it lighted up all around them, God took away their light and left them in utter darkness, unable to see, deaf, dumb, and blind. They will never return to the right path. This is what the Quran says now. You know, that's a pretty final thing to say about somebody. I like to hold off on those kind of decisions as long as I possibly can. Anyway, or there are cases like that of heavy rain pouring down from the clouds accompanied by darkness, thunder, and lightning. They thrust their fingers in their ears at the sound of thunderclaps for fear of death. That's true.